all right. I'm just picking. But for real though, if they get hot enough, they're going to get back in the car. That means that's one less person door they're going to knock on and confuse. When they come to my door, I'm not bragging. Every time they send 2 of them, and then one of them, the stronger, send the weak one so she can get some practice. She always got to go back and get her mama. And I wear the mama out too. They said, don't go back to that door. They sit at Dollar General on Wilkerson Road, 8 o'clock in the morning, and wait for people to get out the car and go in, and they sit in the parking lot. So now, they got me once, they got me twice. Now they sit in the car, I go like this, they won't get out the car. Right on Wilkerson Road, Dollar General, that's what they do. 2 of them sitting right in the car, that's how they hit you. All right, let's go. All 8 balls. Anybody know what an 8 ball is? Remember those little things you go to the store, you shake up and talk to it? If you've ever talked to an 8 ball, just joking, just playing with it. I picked one up in the store when I was little one time. If you've ever just looked at it and say, oh, ain't nothing to it, what am I going to get on my report card? You know, you shake it up. Ladies and gentlemen, you participated in a very dangerous thing that I'm going to talk about over the next few weeks. And it has invited a curse over your life. Here's one thing I hope I don't have to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. A Ouija board.
Please don't.
Anybody know what a Ouija board is?
Oh, yeah.
If you want to get in the devil's lap, you won't sit in the devil's lap. Let me tell you how you sit in the devil's lap. Mess with a Ouija board.
That's right.
Messing with a Ouija board will open you up to things in the spirit like you've never seen. And for those of y'all that think this is superstitious or I'm joking or I'm playing, talk to the people who were in a room with other people that didn't even touch it. And they saw the Ouija board lift up. Levitate. It ain't a joke. This stuff is real. Okay? Sarah Coventry jewelry. We talked about that last week. Be careful about what symbols are on your jewelry, your rings. How about you Christians that like to go to the gospel bookstore? Isn't that somehow the devil snuck in there? And you got that little fish on the back of your car. It said Jesus. That ain't Jesus. That's the outline of a woman's private area. It's called her vulva, and it's the same thing that they have on the Pope's hat. If you look at that fish's mouth, and that's why they have fish fries on Friday, because it's all worshiping the god called Dagon. Dagon is the fish god. Are you listening to me? That Jesus fish is evil. It's the vulva. Look it up right now if you don't believe me. That's the outline of a woman's private area. Okay? For some reason, they decided to say that represents fish. But there it is. There you go. Now, come on, y'all woke now, aren't you? I notice if you just say something a little carnal, everybody wakes up. I got you woke now. Amen. Wise as a serpent. It's amazing, but it's the truth. All right. How about any magic, any beads that are used for symbols of luck, any beads used for rituals, Santeria, rosary beads. Oh my God, get rid of them. All right? There's a lot more, but I want to move forward. Amen? Astrology. How about this? Totem poles. Some of y'all have them in your home as decorations. Do you know what a totem pole is? Do y'all know where totem poles come from? Heads of the sacrificed people, but they would take trees. The totem poles were made out of wood. They were trees. And they would sacrifice to demons, and that's where you get totem poles from. And we decorate the house with it. Okay? Pastor Rob, what you mean, totem pole? Well, does the Bible talk about totem pole? Yes, that's why I'm talking about it. Isaiah 44:19. And why he's doing that, when Christmas time comes, I'm not going to talk about Christmas today because I know y'all ain't coming back next Sunday. But let me just throw this out there. Your wreath, you know the wreaths that y'all put out during the winter? Oh, my God. Next time you want to put a wreath on your door, let me just tell you what you're doing. A wreath is a symbol that only applies to you representing death. You should have known that because at the funeral, what do they have? Then you go
put it on your door
and put a wreath on your door talking about Jesus is alive. And after I give you the scripture for the totem pole, you're going to say, but ain't nothing in no Bible about no wreath. I don't know why you think it ain't. We'll get there next. Give me Isaiah 44:19.
Amen.
See if that's it.
And none considereth in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned part of it in the fire. Ye also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof.
Yes.
I have roasted flesh and eaten it.
There's the heads that she talking about. They sacrifice bodies.
And shall I make the residue thereof an abomination? shall I fall down to the stock of a tree.
Huh. And that's what they did. They took dead bodies, sacrificed them, and then they would put them on the tree and then fall down and worship the tree. Total pose. Pastor Rob, give me Acts. Let's deal with the reef, the precious reef. All right? Acts 14 and 11. I know this is, you got to sit tight, and the devil really got something better for you to do. But I promise you, this is good information. And then when we get to curses, that's when I know y'all going to wake up. Because then you're going to find out why stuff is running in your family. You'll find out why you say stuff like this. You know what? Yeah, don't say nothing because he going to drink a lot because, you know, Aunt so-and-so, that's all she did was drink. And her mama drunk a lot too. You know what? It ran in the family. Yes, it is. And it's still running. That's why diabetes stays in the family, because the word diabetes actually is a German word, I think. And what it means is running through. It never stops. Like diarrhea. That's what diabetes means, running through your body. We'll get to that when we talk about why we're sick. All right? Where are we, D?
Amen. Acts 14:11.
Let's talk about reefs through verse 15. Come on.
And when people saw what Paul had done,
they
lifted up their voices, saying in the speech of Lycaonia,
come on,
the gods are come down to us in the likeness of men.
Yes.
And they called Barnabas Jupiter and Paul Mercurius, because he was the chief speaker.
Come on.
Then the priests of Jupiter, which was before the city, brought oxen and garlands unto the gate, and would have done sacrifice with the people, which when the apostles Barnabas and Paul heard of, they rent their clothes and ran in among the people, crying out.
What verse?
Verse 15.
Listen.
And saying, sirs, why do ye these things? We also are men of like passions with you, and preach unto you that ye should turn from these vanities unto the living God, which made heaven and earth and the sea and all things that therein. Now,
depending on your translation, that's Acts 14.
Amen.
You'll see that it actually has the word reefs. But because of old language, it'll call it a what? Garland. But if you look up another translation, it says reef. So God actually talks about what they did with reefs and how he told us stay away from it. Once again, if you don't know, you can't do better. Men are destroyed for lack. Come on, y'all. But common sense, if you think about it, told you, because you look at reefs inside of a funeral. On a casket. Right? Okay, y'all quiet. Now, yes, ma'am. Artist, okay. Right. A lot of people that she knows, she's an artist, are having miscarriages. She's painting the fetus. The fetus. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You saying some stuff now? Mm-hmm. Come on. Listen. Stop talking to the dead. I'm going to talk more about it. It's called necromancy. The prefix is necro, and it deals with death. Mancing means communication. Yes, sir. Good to have you, Elder. Come on.
When I was growing up, his age, when someone died, we as kids would always, we knew somebody in that house died because they put a wreath on the door.
See?
And everywhere we go, all over the place,
if you saw a wreath on the door, that means. Did y'all hear that? Because you seen the wreath. And now everybody dead, I guess. What a show. It makes you wonder. I couldn't say that. I wouldn't dare just say that if I don't know that. But it's something to think about. I will tell you this. The holiday season is the saddest time of any time of the year. And that's not by coincidence. Well, that's part of it. But let me tell you why. The Christmas spirit. Isn't that what y'all call it?
Spirit.
See, some people get mad when I call Christmas a spirit, but you said it your whole life. The Christmas spirit is a demonic spirit. That's why it's a higher level of crime during Christmas time than there is any other time. Do you know what a woman would do to buy a Nintendo? I need to talk to real people. Okay? And I'll talk more about that. But yes, that's a spirit, and it does cause that. Go ahead, Gabriel. I didn't see you, man. Say it one more time. Reefs? Yep. And they use it because really, you know, I'm glad you said that, Gabriel, because the Christmas time is actually called a festival of the day. But people don't know that. So they put the wreath out there during Christmas because you're acknowledging consistently this is about death. But we do dead works. That's what the Bible calls. Go ahead, Pop. They used to wear wreaths on their shoulders. And they brought the bodies home.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
See, now if older folks start talking, then we can get somewhere.
In the living room.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's what the truth. Yes, mother?
Yeah, I remember seeing that movies and stuff.
Right. Right. You said a bird come in the house. Yeah, yeah. Right. He did right. Told you, don't put nothing else on the door. That's right. I tell you, another bird came in that house. But it wasn't the bird that you saw flying there. It was a spirit. All right? Now, it's really like, yes, ma'am. The A-ball. Oh, she asking a good question. What about Alexa? She said, you talk about the A-ball. What about when you keep talking to Alexa?
Siri.
Siri. Alexa is the other one. Let the kids talking now. You know what that is? Siri. You know about Siri, don't you? Now, let me say this. There's nothing wrong with the technology in itself, but if I had time, I could tell you what the whole agenda is. Okay? And you ever notice we got more information sources, but people are more ignorant than we ever been? You can ask Alexa everything. How come you ain't ask her where Christmas come from? How come you ain't ask her about the wreath? Huh? Yes, sir. Kissing of the mistletoe. The mistletoe is the wreath. It's dealing with the tree. It's always the worship of the groves. And throughout the Bible, all of that is true. I'm trying not to talk about Christmas. But y'all insist. Then y'all get mad and don't come to church next week. Yes, mother. No, it's no different. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with, let me say this now. I'm not saying anything is wrong with Alexa. You know, that's the little program that you can talk to. It's just another form of communication. Now, there is an agenda behind these phones, these smartphones and all that, but in itself, you'll be okay. Just be careful what you're talking to her about. Yeah. All right? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with just the technology. Everything talks now. The car talk, everything talk. The microwave, refrigerator, some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all rich people know y'all got the refrigerator that got the TV screen on it. And you can be in the grocery store. Only rich people. I don't know about this. I still got a white refrigerator. Anytime you got a white refrigerator, you still poor.
I got one too.
My refrigerator white. You get money when your refrigerator is chrome.
Yeah, steel.
Mine white. I don't do nothing but freeze. That's it. But the other smart refrigerators, what they do, you can be in the store and look in your fridge from off of your phone. The LG. See? This is how we did it at Gabriel. When I was your age, this is how we did it. Call home.
You better make a list.
Put that game down and go look in the refrigerator. I ain't got all day. That's what my mama told me. Hurry up. And that's how it went. And if I forgot something, all right, now y'all, listen. We went through cursed objects. I didn't get to talk about curses, and I didn't name every cursed object, but there's a lot more. Are there any questions? It's a little bit late, but I just want to make sure we got to take our time each week and get through it. Yes, sir. Well, listen, here's the thing about rings. A ring has always been a symbol for a contract or a sacred agreement. Always. I will not condemn a wedding ring. Okay? But I do want you to be very leery of who you receive a ring from. No pun intended. Not just a wedding ring. Rings have a way that people can attach themselves to you in the spirit realm. That's why you women that wear ankle bracelets need to know that I have prayed and laid hands on people, not physically, because a lot of times I don't touch these people, but I've prayed over people, right? And we couldn't get demons to come out of people until they took certain articles of jewelry on. Ankle bracelets all come from, if you wore an ankle bracelet, it was a symbol that you were either a prostitute or a slave. Okay. Y'all don't like me now. Deacon, you better get Hosea quickly because they want to see that. And also when you see now black folks doing it now. One time, you didn't do this. Other people did this. Yeah. Where they wear them things in their ear and they open your earlobe all the way up. We always thought that was a punk rockers thing.
It was.
What is that thing? An awl? One of them, then the thing shoot through your ear? Yeah. Which it makes me shake just looking at it. I can't take it. Well, anyway, all of that was in the Bible, and it was a symbol that you were part of the congregation of the dead. Hosea, is it 2? If not, give me Hosea 2 and 13.
Yep, there it is.
Listen to the book.
And I will visit upon her the days of Balaam.
Uh-huh.
Wherein she burned incense to them.
Uh-oh. Some of y'all that's having stomach issues and you can't understand why your stomach is aching, stop burning incense on Saturday mornings for a little while. See if it clears up. Yep. We have found a trace between, listen to me, the incense that, if you like us, that we buy, we go down to wholesale outlet. On a Saturday morning, you get up and clean up. Mama got music playing and you vacuuming, right? You burning incense. On the pack, it says Crenshaw Coat. You never pay, you know the little gold wrapper and it got all the writing? You didn't pay it no mind, you just wanted to smell it. But it says Crenshaw Coat. Yeah. What you don't even know is it's a whole spell written on the pack and it's telling you it's a cult. It's called the Crenshaw Coat. And when you burn it, you release spirits into the air of your house. I'm not making it up, it says it on the pack. Do y'all know what pack I'm talking about? Well, the Bible talked about it. Read it. Yes, it was known amongst the Indians especially, and that's why even when you deal with like cigarettes or smoking tobacco or pipes, all of that rooted, it was called peace pipes. And what they would do is, when they got real stressed out, they would have to get the pipe and they would smoke it, not that pipe, cigarette. They would go and get the pipe and watch this, and they would say, I sure am stressed out. Let me send an offering to the God of peace. So what they would do is inhale peace, and then what they blow out would be what they're sending back to the God. That's what they call peace pipes. Now think about this to people that smoke. And we don't shame nobody here that smoke, drink, eat too many cookies. All of it is wrong. That's all of us, right? One thing I do here, we play it fair around here. If I can't stay out the cookie jar, then you need to pray for me like I need to pray for you about a cigarette. Some of y'all addicted to Pepsi. I hope you know that Pepsi taking you out of here just as quick as a cigarette.
Coca-Cola too.
You can't stop drinking Pepsi? My God, you ain't got no business be laughing at somebody for smoking. You know what that means? We all got to be praying for each other. Well, anyway, what was I talking about?
Incense.
Incense.
And jewelry.
No, but what was that last thing I just said?
The peace pipe.
Peace pipes. So think about you at work. They're getting on my last nerve. Give me a cigarette, my nerves bad. You ever heard that before?
All the time.
What you need to smoke for? To calm your... It's the same thing as always been. You're looking for peace from something that you're supposed to get it from. And when I talk about why we are the way we are over the next 2 weeks, it's going to blow your mind. That's when we're going to get into the heavy stuff. Hurt, rejection, babies born, hating themselves, homosexuality. We're going to deal with everything, right? I'm going to explain to you how we look for peace in food. That's why I can't down talk somebody and just bash people who struggle with drinking and other things. Because if I had a rough day, sometimes I say this. You ever said this? I just want to get home, take my shoes off, and get me something good.
Story of my life.
Why you got to have something good here? Why you got to have something good to eat? For the same reason that person had to have a cigarette. But the church pick on the things that they don't do. See what I'm saying? It's so easy to find what I don't do and call you the devil. But if we're going to do it right at the Word Church, we're going to talk about the devil all the way around. Pray for me was sweet. There's sometimes, for me, it's bread and sugar. I don't need a lot of candy, but I got to have me something, some potatoes. I got to have potatoes with stuff. That's it. I don't even have to eat a lot, but I need French fries from somewhere on that meal, that menu. And that but the devil. Sugar is, listen, sugar is crack.
It's calling me, man.
It's dangerous. It's demonic. Don't play with it. I tried to go on a little fast of sugar, not for spiritual reasons. By day 3, I was looking like Ray. Remember Ray in the movie?
Yeah.
By day 3, I was in the bed doing just like that.
I was like Pookie.
I'm not joking. I'm being serious.
He sweating in
I was mean as hell and everything else. Mean as a snake. All right, listen, y'all. It's way over time. We're going to get through cursed. We're going to go to cursed. And I think why God is moving it so slow is because you got plenty of people you need to bring. Next week is going to be the one. I'm telling you. We're going to talk about generational curses. One of them that I would like to get into is called the bastard curse, which explains why all of our young people are dealing with what they're dealing with and how our old people never let go of it. All right? Any more questions before we go? And we do tend to go a little bit later on these days because the information is so great. Brother Show. All right? Good question.
Great question.
His father, that's a great question, and
Yes.
you ain't the only one to have that question.
Yep.
How do he properly honor his father who's deceased without going to do something that would offend God or cause him more trouble? First of all, I need to deal with that in general. I won't go into detail because of time, but I'm going to tell you this. Most of the reason why you can't get through your grieving is because of the things you think you're doing to relieve the grief. Y'all didn't hear what I just said. The things you're doing to bring some sort of a temporary comfort, you think, is actually keeping your grieving process in the same state. If you're having a problem grieving, listen to me. Don't get mad at me. I love you. I'm telling you the truth. Take the pictures down. Take them down. You are not trading on your family. They ain't mad at you up in heaven. They don't know that you did it. Take the pictures down for a season. It is not helping you to get up every day and stare at the pictures and go back into a low. It's not helping. Okay? After a while, you're beginning to enter into a place that is very close to necromancy. I tell people that deal with any extreme long or lengths of grieving, take the excessive. If you got one picture, if you can handle that, keep that up. Don't walk around all day with that picture. Get it off your speed monitor. You know how you put it on the speed monitor in the car? Take it off. Now, how can you honor your father? One or two things. I'm just giving you some ideas. The best way you can ever honor your parents is by exemplifying what's right about them. Think about it. The greatest thing I could ever leave my son is not an object. It's a way of life. Anything that would bring honor to your father, and I don't know how great or how your relationship was with your father, but if there's anything that was good about him, gravitate to that. Give it to your son. Take that day to have discussions, if you want to, about him. It's all right to reminisce. It's all right to talk. But you know how far that grieving process has become. What you don't want to do, if you make that trip to the graveyard, I know everybody on Facebook do it. Go to the graveyard. If you pay all that money for the plot, sweep it off. Put a flower on it. That's your business. But don't talk. I am not mad at people for cleaning off a grave site you paid all that money for. No way you paid all that for grass to grow on top of it and you can't see it. But don't you sit there and start saying, we back. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, brother, we back. We miss you. He can't hear you. And I'm going to be your pastor today and tell you the truth. The Bible said the dead knows nothing.
Nothing.
And the more you talk and you feel like you can feel them there, that's a spirit called a familiar demon that resonates with you. And when I talk about generational curses, the Bible calls these familiar. What word is in familiar? Because spirits lay in your family line. That's why, Brother Shirley, we talk, you don't tell everybody anything. You just like me, we straight. I know you don't mind me saying this. That's why the devil wanted to attack you really in the same way that your family was attacked. Suicide, thoughts of not being able to go on and all that. It's a generational curse. We got to break it. It's good that you're here, and God had you here 2 weeks straight. We happy. But before you really leave, over the next few weeks, if you're able to get back here, we're going to break that thing once and for all so that your son won't be 36 years old, our age, repeating the same cycle. And it's very easy to break. So you do not want to miss next week, because we're going to talk about generational curses. I'm going to give you I got a list of curses I already wrote down from the Bible with scripture so long, my God. You wouldn't believe it. Brother Taylor. Oh, goodness. Wind chimes. Do y'all know where wind chimes come from? I'm glad he asked about it. Because y'all say, he thinks something wrong with everything. I don't think nothing. Brother Taylor asked. Now, y'all know what he's talking about, right? Outside? If you Google right now where wind chimes come from, it was said that if you put wind chimes outside of your house, it wards off evil spirits. That's where they come from. Now, do I have to tell y'all that we don't ward off evil spirits with wind chimes? If anything they give you to get rid of a spirit, it will only bring in a spirit. That goes for burning sage. That goes for any cleansing your houses. The only cleaning your house you can do to bless your house is get rid of everything God said don't have in it. Don't go into the window sills, put no special oil on it. That's nice. That ain't going to do nothing.
Nope.
You know why? You can anoint all your window sills and still got the Ouija board in there. What have you done? The best way to bless your home is to you be blessed. Yeah. If you're blessed, then your home will be blessed because you're blessed. That's why he said if you bring a curse out